92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon and compliments of the season. It's Wednesday, December 24th, 2025. INEC's continuous voter registration is still ongoing, and if you're yet to sign up, this is still a good time to do so and get ready to vote. All the news this afternoon. Governor Fubara welcomes defection of Rivers National Assembly members to APC. Ogoni stakeholder says federal government's visit shows commitment to due process ahead of Ogoni oil resumption. National Assembly OK's revised budget. On the foreign scene, 2 police officers killed by bomb in Moscow near site of Russian general's killing. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili with the news. Now, River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has formally welcomed members of the National Assembly who defected from the PDP to the APC, describing their decision as courageous, principled, and forward-looking. 2 Rivers senators and 6 House of Representatives members defected to the APC. Now, Governor Fubara, in a statement, commended them for aligning with earlier defectors who took similar steps in support of his administration and the APC. Now, he said the lawmaker's decision is a strong validation of his own earlier decision to join the APC. He said the development shows a united and strategic political front aimed at fully integrating confidence that the expanding support president reforms. He referred in the general to shift focus to Kana local government area, where some concerned citizens of Kana constituency 2 are insisting that the area must not be denied constituency projects due to the absence of representation after the conduct of the by-election. One of them, Barine Lolo, said he had earlier written a petition to the Independent National Election Commission months ago over the issue, and INEC acknowledged and promised to address the issues raised in his petition. He told correspondent Yobiruware that the constituency has suffered prolonged loss of representation and the accompanying benefits.
And several other deliberations, even constituency project money released to other members, other constituencies, none released to my own constituency. We've lost a voice for 2 years, and we're even expecting that once a new member emerges and is sworn in, we expect the River State government to refund everything that we've lost, especially the constituency project money that was released to other members. We expect to also be released to Kana constituency too, at least that one for our own compensation.
Lolo urged INEC to ensure that the will of the people is respected during the conduct of the by-election scheduled for February 21st, 2026. Another stakeholder, Stephen Debara, also spoke.
Only recently we are hearing that constituency projects, attracted by members of the State Assembly being executed across the states. Because there is no representation. So the federal government and of course the Independent National Electoral Commission had not done us good keeping that seat still vacant. The law is very clear on it. It's better late than never. We welcome it in good terms. But it's to say that our people are very, very disappointed in the INEC for not doing what was supposed to be done.
Now, these concerns come as the Independent National Electoral Commission outlines plans to fill the vacant seat. INEC has scheduled by-elections for February 21st, 2026 in Ahoda East Constituency 2 and Kana Constituency 2. Still in Kana, a stakeholder there, Stephen Dewara, has described the federal government's visit to River State as a response to the collective desire of the people to see the resumption of oil exploration in Ogoni land. His comment follows the visit of National Security Advisor Nuhuri Badu, the Minister of Environment Balarabe Lawal, and others to River State earlier this week. Debara said the continued engagement between the federal government and the Ogoni people demonstrates a commitment to due process ahead of any resumption of oil activities in the area.
And our people gave their inputs, town halls to town halls, communities to communities. That opinion is what I think the federal government is working on. And then as part of the implementation process, they have started some confidence building measures. The rerouting of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to pass through Ogoni land. These are confidence building measures that our people are happy about. These are part of the things that we had requested to making sure that our people feel that government now cares for them.
In a related development, an Ogoni stakeholder and traditional ruler in their community in Kana local government area, Magnus Edo, has advised the federal government to ensure that other oil wells are properly secured. As you may know, the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu says the federal government has ordered immediate investigations into the cause of the repeated oil spills at Mea community. Edo, in an interview with correspondent Yubiruware, said the comprehensive maintenance work should be carried out before oil exploration resumes.
The message from the people there is that they should ensure they lock up all the lots before the exploration. They should ensure that all the other lots that similar incident can occur should be properly locked, so that until they unbundle the women level, which Yola oil field is one of the major fields, it will be very unfair to the people to be experiencing this kind of situations whereby spill occur for a number of days, if not months, without anybody intervening.
Edo further called for swift government intervention to restore the polluted environment, enabling residents to return to their livelihood activities.
As the cleanup was ongoing, but currently now, the people of this place were small, so that the land is not.
Moving on now, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has donated 100 million naira to launch the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem. The governor called for increased support for families of fallen and retired members of the armed forces, stressing that such support was necessary in recognition of their sacrifices for national unity and stability. The governor spoke during the emblem appeal launch to mark the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day held at the Government House in Port Harcourt on Tuesday.
Our responsibility is not only in the aspects of road construction, it's not only in providing shelter, but even those our good people that are going to
GF. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The 2025 River State Flood Prevention and Management Committee has distributed relief materials to persons with disabilities and non-indigenous residing in the state. Addressing beneficiaries during the distribution exercise at the Central Medical Stores, Port Harcourt, on Tuesday, the River State Deputy Governor and Chairman of the committee, Professor Ngozi Mmaodu, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, River State Ministry of Local Government Affairs, Dr. Awani Itong, said Governor Siminalayi Fubara understands the plight of persons with special needs and insisted that relief materials must get to them. Well, according to the Deputy Governor, some persons with disabilities reside in rural communities and may have been adversely affected by the flood, but left out. Now this, she explained, necessitated the targeted distribution of palliatives to persons with special needs. She also said the non-indigenous of the state were also identified and given relief materials because Governor Fubara believes the support should not be limited to indigenous alone, stressing that non-indigenous are also an integral part of River State. Down to national politics, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde says he will not support President Bola Tinubu's re-election because of concerns about the survival of democracy in the country. In the build-up to the 2023 presidential elections, Makinde was part of the G5 PDP governors who refused to back Atiku Abubakar's presidential bid. It became frosty, speaking on Tuesday during a media chat at the government's India. They said the rift began after Wike told Tinubu during a meeting that he would hold PDP for the president ahead of the 2027 election without consulting other party stakeholders. Makinde said while Wike is free to back Tinubu's re-election bid, other party members also have the right to defend the PDP. Well, former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has been granted interim bail by the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in a case involving the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The ruling was delivered yesterday in Abuja by Justice Bello Kawo, requiring Malami to surrender his international passport and provide two sureties, including the Director General of the Nigerian Legal Aid Council and a serving member of the House of Representatives. The matter was adjourned to January 5th, 2026 for the hearing of the substantive motion, with the bail granted on grounds of exceptional hardship pending the determination of the case. And now we'll move straight to business. The National Assembly has approved a revised budget for the 2024 and 2025 fiscal years, extending the 2025 budget to March 31st, 2026. The approval came on Tuesday in Abuja after marathon plenary sessions following President Bola Tinubu's transmission of the revised 43.5 trillion naira 2024 Appropriation Act and 48.3 trillion naira 2025 budget framework. The adjustments include reallocating capital expenditure and aligning spending with Nigeria's revenue realities to improve implementation, accountability, and fiscal discipline across government ministries and agencies. President Tinubu stressed that the extension will allow adequate time for ministries to utilize allocated capital, enhancing infrastructure delivery and public service efficiency. Well, also, the River State Microfinance Agency, RIMA, has appealed to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to increase the seed funding for the 4 billion naira matching fund loan scheme. The scheme was launched in May 2024 in partnership with the Bank of Industry to support local nano, small, and medium-scale businesses. The loan scheme has a low interest rate pegged at a single digit of 7.5%. Speaking to newsmen in Port Harcourt on Tuesday, the RIMA Managing Director, Jonathan Tobins, appreciated Governor Fubara for his support, saying his approach towards the loan scheme encouraged the agency to do their best.
I want to thank him because he has given us every support, everything we need to pursue this program to logical conclusion. He has given to us. He has given us listening ears whenever we go to him to make one report, to make one demand. He has listened to us. So his approach to this program has encouraged us to do our best. We want to use this medium to thank him and plead with him to further increase the seed fund so that we'll be able to reach out to many more businesses in the state.
The RIMA MD also said that those who repay can have so far to about 3,000 beneficiaries. video censored, and FVCB has defended its approval of the Nollywood film A Very Dirty Christmas, saying the title was cleared after a thorough review and does not insult or trivialize Christianity. Executive Director Dr. Shaibu Hussaini made the clarification on Wednesday via post on X, following criticism, activities, and the film continues to screen nationwide, while discussions of modification.
World.
3 people were killed by a bomb in Moscow on Wednesday. It came after 2 police officers approached a man acting suspiciously near the site where a senior general was killed 2 days ago by a car bomb that Russia said was planted by Ukrainian intelligence. A string of Russian military figures and high-profile supporters of the war in Ukraine have been assassinated during the nearly 4-year-old conflict. Ukrainian military intelligence said it was responsible for a number of the attacks.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this afternoon, you heard Governor Fubara has welcomed the defection of 8 Rivers National Assembly members to the APC. You also heard that Ogoni stakeholder says the federal government's visit shows commitment to due process ahead of Ogoni oil resumption. We also told you that the National Assembly has okayed the revised budget. On the foreign scene, 2 police officers have been killed by a bomb in Moscow near site of Russian generals' killings. The news was edited by Martha Okiri. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening, and Merry Christmas to you.
It's all talk and more talk on Nigerians' #1 talk station.
This country needs a marshal, needs a sheriff.
In some particular societies, especially in my tradition, a woman is not allowed to inherit land.
Issues that get your attention.
This thing has been a carryover for the time of Jonathan.
Yeah.
And to continue these billions.
Your views against all odds.
My word is that why those households, why are they not following up their job?
The intense conversation.
It has to be given to her now based on sentiment. These are some of the challenges that women go through on a daily basis.
Okay, bro.
And that is
All and more Nigeria Info. Let's talk.